Chapter 36. Over the course of the summer, the actors of the Globe probably performed 40 plays, rotating premieres and old favourites. Every year, William Shakespeare wrote 2 or 3 new ones, which were usually the company's biggest successes, but the company hired several other writers too. Today, the company was putting on a premiere, a new and previously unperformed comedy, The Blind Beggar of Bethnal Green. It had been written by a pair of bright young things, Henry Shallot and John Day, who some said would soon be the most famous writers in London, and others said it wouldn't last longer than a jug of milk on a sunny morning. No one knew whether the play would be a triumph or a disaster. Nevertheless, the theatre was packed. People paid a penny and took a chance, hoping they would see the first performance of the play, which went on to become famous. If not, and the play was boring, they could always chat to their friends or throw things at the actors. Just as The Blind Beggars of Bethnal Green was about to begin, a fat man hurried down the staircase from the top gallery and pushed through the crowd, heading for the exit. He shoved people out of his way, ignoring their angry complaints, and finally reached the door where Pip was standing. "Excuse me," said the fat man, pushing past Pip. "Got a pig." Pip's heart raced as he recognised Pigface. Without thinking, he reached down to his belt and put his hand on his father's knife, then realised it would be better to wait. If Pigface was here, maybe Weasel was too. And the Weasel was the one that Pip wanted. The fat man was halfway through the doorway, neither in nor out, when a sudden thought struck him. He turned and stared at Pip. He knew that boy's face from somewhere. He was sure he did. He pointed his pudgy fingers into the boy and said, "Don't I know you?" "No," said Pip, shaking his head. "I think I do." "I think you don't." The fat man stared at Pip. He frowned. "I'm sure I've seen you somewhere before." "Maybe here, sir." "What do you mean? Haven't you been to the Globe before?" "Of course I have," said the fat man. "I come here all the time." "Then you've probably seen me here, sir. I've been here working here for the past 2 years." 2 years? Really?" "Yes, sir." The fat man peered closely at Pip and grunted. "That must be it then." He stumbled out of the Globe, opened the fly of his breeches and had a long, loud pee against the back wall. When he came back into the theatre, determined to have another look at the boy, the doorway was empty. He was looking around, hoping to spot him, when a roar of laughter came from the pit. The play had started. The fat man hurried up the stairs, heading for the top gallery, not wanting to miss another second. The Blind Beggar of Bethnal Green was a triumph. It was the funniest show that anyone had seen for years. People laughed so much, you could hear them on the other side of the river. Only one person wasn't laughing. Pip stood at the back of the pit, hidden in the shadows, never even glancing at the play. His attention was focused somewhere else entirely. Sitting in the front row of the topmost gallery, there was a party of 4 men and 3 women. The man in the middle had a lean face and a cruel mouth. He stared at the stage, smirking and chuckling. He never noticed a face in the shadows lifted to look at him. The Weasel had no idea he was being watched. How exciting! Pip has found the gang. Oh my goodness. What will happen in chapter 37? I can't wait to find out with you.